ask Mr. Tathagat to please come up on the stage?
I am a very live action person. I've got a chance to impart theatre studies and film studies in different schools, especially with the IB board. And when I got a chance to know that there will be young minds over here, I just thought that let me share some theatre techniques which will help us at least to find our voice. Just a little bit of action, some bit of voice through techniques, if you'll allow me to share with you. And in that, I will need your participation. To begin with, right hand up, left hand up, scratch your head, rub your ears, rub your nose. Communication. I think there's more than a hairline difference between chaos and clarity when it comes to communication. So be it podcast, any kind of broadcast which requires communication, there is communication happening between the communicator and the communicating. Very important, really imperative for a theatre practitioner to understand this, for anyone in the medium of communication to realize this. Because what I am trying to express, if I fail in that, then I will never reach, forget the millions, even the hundreds. You will see why the sentence is magical. The minute I change a stressed word, the entire meaning of the sentence will change. Let's take for instance a sentence that says, "You never told me your father had a gun." No inventor meant over there. Why is this magical? And here when I say this, I will like you to please participate in this. Not to put anyone in a spot, but just to see that how we can have magic with words, with sentences, with expressions. You never told me your father had a gun. That has a certain meaning. You never told me your father had a gun. That has a different meaning altogether. Just a change in the stress word. Communication, impact, power of speech. The world is a stage. We all have our own roles to play. I had a role to play here, that was to gate crash and get to know a bit about podcasts and just basically come here and get to hear from you and all of you about your beliefs and your thoughts and how this can actually become a very powerful instrument in communication. I was also told that I should come up with a performance. I've been to the zoo and I've been walking north. Have I been walking north? I'm sorry, are you talking to me? I've been to the zoo and I've been walking north. You see, it's very important to have some sort of a destination, a direction, a motivation. And I have been walking north and I've been wanting to communicate. And am I the guinea pig for today? I didn't mean to say that. But yes, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I'll tell you why I do it. Every now and then I just meet somebody and I just wonder that how would it be if that person knew everything about me? And if I knew the person very well. And why do I do this? Because I do not want to feel marginalized. Like the images that you get to see over here. When he said that many a times upon the reality you spat on my face, can a Jew have ducats? Did we ever see the play from his lens, from his point of view? What did he do actually? He accumulated the wealth, and when he was called a henchman, a thief, murderer, culprit, what did he say? He said, burn the wealth, let there be equality. He did not want to become rich himself. How do I feel this similarity between Shylock, Joker, even in someone who felt that his country had complete right over oil. Why should somebody else take it and not him? So once when I was wanting to express Gulf War, I discussed about Shylock, I discussed about Joker, and I said how we find the merging point in Saddam Hussein. It made sense to some, it did not make sense to many, which is perfectly alright. I'm not here to justify, but let's give even the marginalized a voice to express. So thank you very much for this opportunity. As I said earlier, I'd like to know a little more about not the business but the art, being a wannabe artist. And yes, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.